Hello, everybody. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
We're the Stand. So, we've got Secret Agent Man. I hear today he has upgraded his living conditions. Went from a beat up Dodge Charger to a FBI van, surveillance van, down on the border. That was a nice van. Did you see that, Kemper?
Yeah, man. For real.
I know you saw it. You don't send me the picture.
I'd live in it. Not with Ernie.
Very nice.
I'd live
Very
in
nice. I wonder what kind of gas mileage is getting on that.
I don't know, man. Probably the same kind of gas mileage they got on the way to New York City with Dalton and Cody.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I see you guys saying hello and try to address everybody, but I'm going to say it as a group. Hello. Welcome all. Welcome all. Hopefully, there won't be any massive noses making any appearances on the screen tonight. I know that some of you probably had a hard time sleeping last night, thinking that nose might be coming through the window to get you.
Yeah, man. Reach out from underneath the bed.
Stock photos. That is definitely a stock photo. Definitely a stock photo. Of course, now, I haven't really looked at the little fella's page. Did he say that was his van, or did he say it was something similar? Was it a similar van?
Let me look.
I can tell you this, knowing the history of that dude and the vehicles he's had, let's say that's a brand spanking new one.
Well, it's on his YouTube, and it's that picture for his upcoming, and it says "Life on the Road." This is my new little home, or my little home. It's also my shelter while in ...
Oh.
It's on his YouTube, not his Facebook.
He didn't actually put the location. He put ...
Well, it continues. It's a screenshot. I can't continue with a screenshot.
Oh, screw it. It ain't worth looking up. It ain't worth looking up. Now, I had to send a little video out today.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, a bunch of my friends sent out some videos today. And I actually just picked up my phone, and I've got another request for some more information from Zimmerman Motors. I'm responding.
Oh, yeah. Right now, live. Yeah. I love it. So, if you know of a person that sent a video to Zimmerman Motors, put a 1 in chat.
I know one.
Bella, you better not be biting that puppy.
She did. She bit the puppy.
Why you being that way?
Yeah, that was sort of scary last night, man. I mean, I've seen some good clips of it today, though. Good job, guys. Good job of getting that floating around. It was awesome.
Sure was.
Well, I don't know about those, Spooky, but I do know about the spider demons that Tina and them talk about. It's the spiders that make the wires vibrate outside the hemp cafe. You know, the power lines? Yeah, those. They believe that's caused by demon spiders. Or spider demons, sorry.
Spider demons.
It's part of the same imagination that spoke about a UFO garage in the Foothills Parkway in Cott County. And they seen a UFO leave and go back inside the mountain.
So are you telling me you don't believe that?
Absolutely not. About as much as I believe that there's restaurants in Cott County selling human meat. Like, come on, dude.
I mean, I'm not even gonna go there. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. Not even gonna do it.
Yeah, spider demon spooky. It's crazy. Just imagine what their kids go through.
What is a spider demon?
It's the little creatures that make the wires outside their cafe vibrate.
Has anybody asked them what makes
But
the electric?
The power lines. But you can't see them. That's the thing.
Oh, you can't see them.
Right. That's the
Why do
point.
they know it's a spider demon then?
I'm starting to wonder if there's like an invisibility shield on that UFO.
All right, I found my information here.
Line it up and knock it out of the park. What's up, Tony? I see you in here. What's going on, bro?
What is it, honey? What's she being mean to do, baby?
Yeah, they don't want the McDonald's in Newport. Trust me, Spooky.
Yeah.
They do not want that.
Okay, so I sent the email back, it's actually a Facebook message to Zimmerman Motors just now. They are being very helpful and corresponding with me. Apparently, a employee they have there that's in a management position, I would say showed her ass, but mostly she showed her nose last night.
Right.
Right here on YouTube, and said some very disgusting and vulgar things in front of my children, who handled it like champions. They gave her the spirit finger wave. Hey, how are you? And this just made her even more mad. Like, shows that she may be just as dangerous as her little leader there. Like, what if she was around, and saw me? Would she do something even more than just attack me verbally? Well, they're looking into it there at Zimmerman Motors in Sandbury, Pennsylvania. They've been very helpful, and I did, and I don't like doxing, but she was bragging about being the one who sent those emails to the school where I work, demanding that I don't work around children anymore because I'm dangerous and predator.
Yeah.
She used those words in emails about me working as a elementary basketball coach. Pretty disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Her trying to ruin my position there, ruin, what I had established with those children and their families, and basketball lessons, life lessons. It was more than just a team. We had a culture, family atmosphere. And she tried literally to destroy that. And thank God she showed her true colors last night.
Mhm.
Because YouTube's one thing. It's become apparent to me over the last month since we began to stand that there's not a whole lot of rules as far as or I don't know, guidelines to keep people from doing or saying things to people on YouTube. Now, when you go outside of YouTube, contact a man's job, try to affect his family, that's a different story. Big time different story. Yes, Shay, that's what they told me, and they still are. They still are handling. They're messaging me here. It's 11:15. I just responded to a message from them, gathering information. So what she did was disturbing and wrong. And like I said, it wouldn't have her coming on YouTube and calling me names and threatening to call the school. That's different. What she did was she actually contacted the school. And then last night she doubled down and said, and we've got the whole screen record,
Yep.
that she was going to sue the school board.
Yep.
If they allowed me to continue to coach there.
That was after you told her you were coaching this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm coaching this weekend.
Yeah, that's very stalkerish behavior. And and her whole beef is, she didn't say, Jimbo, you made up a lie, you did something wrong. Her whole beef was that I hurt Ernie Shell's feelings. Are you trying to push him over the edge? You can clearly see he's got mental problems. And Ernie's sitting there laughing at her the whole time, and her saying that Ernie's got mental problems, and her running around with fire coming out of her face. I
mean, not for nothing. That just shows that he has people doing his dirty work for him as well. That just solidifies it.
Right.
And look how much she owned that.
Oh, I love this one. I'm going to share this screen.
That was sick.
She put her nose in something she shouldn't have.
Yep, that's exactly damn right.
And like I said, she can say all the personal stuff she wants to. She can go on YouTube. All of our content, every video I upload, everything we do, I flag it for content for 18 and older. Not even meant for the eyes of children. So she could say whatever she wanted to on YouTube. And it wouldn't affect me, wouldn't bother me one bit. But she went too far. Way too far. She was a savage lion last night, right?
I mean, she paraded out with the Bertoni name and everything, just so you knew, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like this was more than just doubling down. It's like it's sick. It really is. I've not seen somebody act like that in a very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, and I see a lot of videos on the internet of stupid shit, dude. I've not seen stuff like that in a while. It's amazing. And she calls herself professional. She's got these millionaire friends and all this stuff that's helping Ernie out, getting him $100,000 salaries and shit. But yet, that's going down. Ernie's not an executive. She is having to come to his defense, save the man. It's crumbling around him. That's why she's coming to her defense.
She put on quite a show.
Oh, I know.
She put on quite a show.
I mean,
People in the flock over there were chanting
mhm.
and raving and giving her high fives, and all of Ernie's flock was just praising King Ern.
Yeah.
And it may have just been too much.
Yep. That's
Um,
what you call backfire, Ern.
because when I sent my initial response, like I was like, I made a couple videos. And I'm getting ready to play one because they took it down, but it's never going to go away. So I made a couple videos, and as I was making those videos and just paying attention to the absolute hatred in her nose, like that's all you could see,
Oh, I know.
stuck her phone right up under her nostrils, like, "Rawr, Gambo, you MFer, you."
You
Like,
fuck ass.
yeah, oh yeah, that's perfect. Like,
Or ass
call
fuck.
me,
It
call
was
me
something like
an
that.
ass fuck. That was her words.
Yeah.
And so it's I decided, you know what? She's on social media and bragging about being this wonderful employee of this place,
Yep.
and then jumps on another social media platform and acts like that. So I'm thinking, well, she contacted the school board and said I shouldn't be around kids. Contacted my principal and said I shouldn't be around kids. And I figured maybe those customers who buy 40, 50, 60, $70,000 cars, maybe they should know who they're buying a car from. Maybe I should contact her employer and see if what they would think. Do they want that representing them? It's only fair, right?
Well, I mean, this
So,
is what Ernie pushes all the time. That
yeah.
when you're an employee, you're a representative, blah, blah, blah. Well,
So
looks like you're right, Ern. Congrats, buddy.
I messaged to let them know, who I was. Said, I'm James Collins. I coach elementary basketball. Gave him the name of the school. Gave him the name of my boss. Said you have an employee there who is associated with a man named Ernie Shell, who has a very sketchy background of being a scam artist. And I said, I won't go into all that. You can just look into his name and see, you find that out for yourself. My concern is this lady who works for your company contacting my employer, trying to get me fired because I have shed light on Ernie Shell. I have opened the eyes of many to Ernie Shell.
Yep.
And boy, did she come after me. So, and I sent a couple little clips and they responded. Did you know that I wasn't the first one? You guys got my back, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You guys got my back. Like, hey, my hat's off to you. Look, I am putting a 1 in the chat for you guys. That's for you. Because they had been contacted already by many saying the same thing. So, hey, y'all want to watch a little bit of the fire breathing dragon video?
Sure. Hell yeah. Smack it up or throw a one, guys.
Now, I have been working on my video editing skills. Remember how I was always wanting that screeching car coming to a stop?
Yeah.
I found one.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna try to show off. Now I'm still a rookie. But I'm gonna show off my newfound editing skills. I've been playing around with this, and I think I'm getting there. I think I'm getting better. Can you guys see that? All right, let's play the star of the show here. Without further ado, here comes your fire-breathing dragon.
Hey, how's it feel to not have a coaching job anymore, ass fuck? Hey, how's it feel to not have a coaching job anymore, ass fuck? More ass fuck.
Yeah,
Now, I worked hard on that video. What do y'all think?
that was beautiful, man. I really liked. I really liked at the end with the sheep. That was classic, man. We need to get our own sheep song, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We don't have any trolls to play it for us, so
Now that lady is representing a professional company. Did you know that lady also claims that she has a wonderful couple of rich friends that saw the great work that Ernie Shell is doing, and they just gave him $100,000 out of the goodness of their heart, and up to, now this could be a lot, up to 120% of his operations. Don't stop there, Kemper. It doesn't stop there.
I was trying to find the screenshot.
They also got him a job in New York City as, wait for it, operations director, a title he is very familiar with, and
I love it.
paying him a salary on top of his 100K and up to 120% of his operations for the operations director. Now, don't stop there. Don't stop there. Remember, they also told him to go pick out, and he even took his flock shopping with him on YouTube. Let's go check out these cars because they're going to get me a personal car and a company car. Man, she hooked you up, buddy. She hooked you up. And let me tell you, buddy, she came to battle for you last night, Ernie. She took those gloves off and flared her nose up and just came right in nose first. Dove right in nose first. For you.
Hey, brother,
Yeah.
check your inbox.
Now, let me ask you something. Ern, when she inevitably loses her job, are you going to take care of her the way she's been taking care of you?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, there we have it. Y'all want to see some more share screen here? Let me look
Boom. Receipts.
Receipt.
Ka-ching.
We got receipts. We got receipts.
You'll have to give me till tomorrow to find the video of all his claims of his new office suite and all that shit, dude. Yeah, his 120% operations budget,
Yeah.
all that shit. Yeah.
Where does he get these crazy numbers at? Up to 120%. Sounds kind of like, crazy number, like, I don't know, over, not 1156, but over 1,156 arrests.
Yeah. Just like 174 wrestling events.
174.
Yep.
Now, let me ask you something. When you say over, and I'm asking you as an expert witness, is Ern referring to 1,157
or 2,000?
Yeah, which is it? I mean, it's just, or is it just vaguely over 1,156 arrests? It's hard to tell with this guy, man. It's hard to tell.
It is.
I know he wouldn't tell a lie, right?
Never, dude. He's straight legit. The people in Bell County showed that.
Lisa Bertoni. Better not be telling no lies because she can't afford for that thing to get much bigger.
Like, dude, Ernie, you better start scamming double time, son.
Can y'all read that?
Godzilla.
Which one of y'all are doing?
Oh my gosh. Listen, trigger warning. My boxer just farted, and it is the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life.
A trigger warning for a dog fart.
Trigger warning, dog fart.
Oh,
all right.
Lord.
Well, that dog fart leads me right into Lisa Williams' claim right here. You want to read that, Kemper, or you want me to read it?
You're going to have to, man. My screen's not big enough.
Ain't the first time you've ever said that.
Shut your
all right.
poor mouth.
All right, Lisa Williams. Well, maybe that's how all of you see it, but my real friends see it totally different. Now, this is Lisa Bertoni Williams,
a.k.a. Shrek, a.k.a. Godzilla.
The Nose.
Boom, boom.
In fact, I have a very good friend in New York City who has offered $100,000 towards funding his operation. You see, she and her husband are all about helping change real-world problems like taking predators off the streets. And yes, she's been following him also. So you see, actions speak louder than words. And if you and your goon squad were really paying attention, instead of trying to destroy him, you might want to join his cause. Just to let you know.
Sounds like a sheep to me.
Yeah, well, listen, Kemper, you and your damn goon squad needs to stay off Ernie's back.
I know.
But this lady here, Ern, here's my question now. Do you all think, for one, if you think she's lying about the 100K, throw a 1 up in the chat. And then I got another question for you. While I'm seeing all these ones come popping through here, I'm going to ask you. Let's assume that she really has a friend that has enough money to just throw it at Ernie for changing the world. Do you think that friend that was so generous will now be generous to Lisa Williams in the off chance that she becomes unemployed?
Doubt it.
You think Ernie will give her Floater a little bit of that 100K?
Good luck, Bertoni.
If
Good
you
luck.
think she's SOL or in 18 and over talk, shit out of luck, then throw me a poop emoji up in the chat. It's a good thing we ain't going to be able to smell all that poop.
For real.
This boxer fart's bad enough.
Yeah, I'd say so. Clear room, I'm sure.
Listen, we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna roast. We're gonna have a think tank. I want you guys to send me some questions, hypothetical or real, for discussions in the future and possible answers that we can seek and find for you. But within the next few days, we're getting back to these receipts. And I'm going to tell you, all the stuff we've shown so far ain't going to hold a lot to what you got coming. You folks are going to see the receipts that will make Godzilla herself blow fire out of her nose. It's going to be good. Nope. It's going to be great. Like Tony the Tiger would say, great. Going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun here on the stand next few days. May carry over into Monday before we actually start uploading some good stuff. But I'm telling you, you are not going to believe the absolute bombshells that are about to be dropped here at the stand.
Yep.
And
buckle up.
I can't take no credit for it.
Nope.
Can't take no credit for it. Man, we got a team that is just the best team. And I don't want to steal from Ernie's mouth, I guess. But I think we got the best team ever assembled.
Yep.
Like, you people every day surprise me. My hat is off to you. All, not one. It's off to you guys, gals,
yep,
men and women, helpers, contributors, and not just the official team. Like, everybody that comes in this chat, you're on the team too. We're getting emails on the daily, Facebook messages on our private account, on Tales of a Lycan, on, my wrestling page. Like, we're just getting messages left and right, and from different people exposing scam artists and extortionists, blackmailers. And some of them are working their way to being able to trust again. And it's getting close to where they're going to say, go ahead, drop the hammer. When that hammer comes down, and you've got women and men all over the country telling similar stories. So close, in fact, that you think they got to know each other. But actually, they don't know each other. They've never spoken to each other.
Nope.
But their stories are so much the same. We're going to, you heard these investigators talk about timelines. We're not going to put a timeline per se, but we're going to put the story together and connect the dots, and you're going to see a pattern develop, and you're going to say, oh my God, he did that. And then he turned around and did that. And then he turned around and did that and that and that and that. And I'm not just saying it, because when we say it, we deliver. We're going to bring these receipts. We'll bring them. Oh, German Marino, are you kin to Dan? Nope, spelled different. Jamie, what up? What up, Jamie?
What's up, brother?
Jamie, I'm going to be near you this weekend. We need to go and have lunch or dinner for sure. I want one of those bloomin' onion things at the woodshed.
Yep. I think it's an onion loaf, but it's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'll be down there tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be there. So, and hey, you guys give a hand out to Jamie. Jamie has some blockbuster stuff on his podium today, on his panel. Not podium, but panel.
Yeah, Jamie's doing it up, man. He is.
He had this one guy on there that
was the video or the producer for the Predator Hunter Nation.
No, I was talking about the other guy. A dude that's scared of Ernie.
The dude that what?
That's scared of Ernie. The guy that ran all the way to Michigan to get away from him.
I'm like, who are you talking about, dude? Like, I only seen me and Dalton and Jamie. Like, oh, you fucker.
Yeah, I got you.
That's good shit, dude. Dude, it was a good live stream tonight for Jamie.
I'm gonna watch it soon as we leave the air tonight. I'm gonna watch it before I go to bed.
He had Candace Wells on there. She talked for a little bit, and then Dalton Stout, the producer for Predator Hunter Nations, I guess only works. I would say the early works, but the only works that they've got the promo where they all got guns and stuff, and the fire and the lights, and yeah. But that was Dalton, and
yeah, you remember we said they had like somebody legit put that stuff together.
Yeah,
and that's the guy.
Oh my
and
God.
That's the dude that put it together.
He's also the one that went and bought their camera equipment for him, and
boy, did he have some stories to tell, right?
Dude, he was talking about how Ernie, when he drove, he was going through the express toll and not paying, and how Cody got a bunch of tickets or fines or something like that because of Ernie.
Yeah, they mail them to you. They take a picture.
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't see the show, but I know in New York.
Yep, that's what happened to me in New York.
They take a picture of your license plate and they mail that stuff to you.
Yep.
And whoever the car is registered to has to pay that ticket.
Yep. And that's what happened to Cody. And then he was talking about how they went up there and they had a money bag full of money to buy the equipment and for expenses, and how he came into the room and where he had the bag at was in between the mattress and the box springs in the bedroom part. And when he come out, Ernie was straightening up Dalton's side of the bed.
What?
Yeah. And pretty much he said that there was a couple $100 missing from that stash. Yeah. So I mean and that was just talking like 5 minutes, dude. Like, he was talking about how they like to fabricate or basically lie to get their proof. How he came down so many times and they weren't ready to work, but when they were ready to work, they didn't have anything to work with. Like, they had no predator stings and all that kind of stuff. So he started seeing them putting it together to lie about it. And he said he wasn't feeling too good about that and all the other stuff that was starting to fall into place, and he was seeing it. So, and yeah, they sort of terrorized his mom. They didn't do too good on him either, man. Like, they were doing like they did Jamie, spreading lies and making up stories. And I mean, man, these are good people that these fuckers are doing this to. Like,
Hey,
I don't get it.
I just got a message. I just got a message from our investigator, one of our investigators.
Yes.
He's in the chat. Y'all wave it at private investigator licensed by the state of Kentucky and very good at his job, Michael Dowdy. Just throw a hand up for him. Sent me a little bit of information already.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Dowdy. Thank you. We love the content too. I'm just kidding. But did you know? Now I'm just finding this out, but did you know? Remember I told you that Ernie actually did have a license in Kentucky to be a private investigator at one point. And then there was something like his second attempt at a license was denied for incomplete or improper application, something like that. But his license was only good for a year, the one he actually had. Well, I've been pointed out here that private investigator licenses are valid for 2+ years. So it's very strange that one person would be issued a license for only 1 year. So it must have been revoked. Now, is that believable from the mighty bounty hunter that his license might get revoked? Throw a hand up in the chat or a 1 in the chat if you think that's very plausible that the mighty bounty hunter that will catch you at all costs might have had his license revoked. ISEK Investigations. Follow them on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. And, something else about Mr. Dowdy. He was around back when Warrior FC first started. And for those of you who ordered books over the last 2 weeks, all of them went in the mail today. So thank you. And if you need a tracking number, I can give that to you as well. But they are in the mail as of today. So Mr. Dowdy began fighting at a very young age. And you know what he would actually do? He'd show up and fight if he was scheduled to fight.
Something Ernie don't know how to do.
Right. Now, Ernie did show up once. Daddy, do you remember little Tim Black from London? He actually fought Ernie on our show on Warrior FC and beat Ernie in just over a minute. Beat him into submission. He fell down and acted like he was killed. Like it was called a knockout, but the knee that knocked him out didn't even hit him. Like it wasn't even close to his face. It was an air knee. Air knee for Ernie. So you learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to see you in here, buddy. And hey, feel free to take any videos or and use that as you need to find out anything you can. And man, I appreciate you getting to work on that. And and Mr. Dowdy's one of the ones who, is working without fear of being doxxed or having CPS called on him or bogus police calls, or you know what I'm saying? Like these people, so many people are helping us, and Ernie is just, his reign of terror is so bad that you can't even, most people can't even be their self and have an honest, like I said, like I'm Jimbo Collins, Ernie's people, they hide behind fake names and they come at people with doxing and threats of violence, in some cases, threats of exposing, some of the ladies have been friends with Ernie or friendly with Ernie, and what consenting adults do, they do.
Yep.
And then, but Ernie's going to use that against them and say,
Well, I mean,
you come against me, I'm going to tell you about this, right? I'm going to tell you about that.
Yep.
Well, Dowdy's one of those ones that, if push came to shove, he just, do the pushing and shoving.
I hear you.
But he's not a woman. He's not a lady. And therefore, Ernie won't come at him. He won't come at us. Hell, he didn't come at me over my job. He had a woman do it.
Mm-hmm.
A fire-breathing dragon. But anyway, and we listen, all of our team, the ones who work behind the scenes, the ones who are up on panel, the ones who contribute via email, phone call. I'm telling you right now, I've probably been on the phone 8 hours today. Emails, probably 50. And those are just since I got home, the emails. Like people are helping, and it's going to be bad. All this stuff's going to come out, and there ain't no stopping it. Like I said, and when I was talking about all this blockbuster stuff, that's stuff that Mr. Dowdy's doesn't even know about yet.
Yep.
You know, that's some of our fine team that has just been phenomenal. And I can't wait to show you those receipts. I can't wait to show you all.
Yeah, really.
I'm so fired up. I don't even want to give nothing away. I don't want to say nothing.
I mean, we were talking about it before the live stream started, man. Like, man, I wish we could talk about that, man. Gosh.
Yeah.
You know. Because it's real deal Holyfield, man. It really is. I mean, every day something else. And trust me, what we're talking about right now that we're excited to bring you is only one of many things that are about to be brought to you.
Yeah.
Ain't no joke. When we said his past is coming back for him, we meant it.
Look at Dalton Stout. I mean, Dalton Stout is a well-respected videographer. He's worked in Hollywood.
Yep.
With
Walking Dead, he was on. I mean,
you've got a man of that caliber who is being extorted by Predator Hunter Nation.
And by basically volunteering his time to help them. Because he got paid in a little bit of CBD products and then the laptop that he eventually gave back.
Remind me, Kemper, what is Ernie's definition of a predator?
One who preys on another.
Would you think if you are extorting someone and demanding something you've paid them with be given back to you, do you think that would constitute one who preying on another?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Predator.
The thing is I don't think there's anything that Ernie does that isn't predatory. I think everything he does is predator. There's not a good side to him. Yeah, if he's joking and cutting up with you, he's chumming up with you for a reason. He's either done something, he's trying to smooth it over, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody stupid.
Hey, a lot of Ernie's the people he prey on and that he's a predator towards are women. Now there are men. Eric Rush is one for sure.
Yep.
And stay tuned.
The one that called him a top whore.
Yeah, stay tuned. That ain't the last time you're gonna hear that name. But a lot of people who are being harassed and stalked and preyed on are ladies. So you guys do me a favor, throw up some hearts for all these ladies that are, as Ernie says, defying the effing odds, and they're working to put a stop to Ernie anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Look at all those hearts. Hey, we appreciate that, guys. You very interactive, and you rock every single night we're on live. You guys bring it. You guys keep Kemper awake most of the time.
Whatever. Bringing up my sins, man. What's wrong with you?
Well, it's been a while, you know. I mean,
were you saying I'm due one?
You do, yeah. I mean, we're gonna stay up late one night, play Doug's video, and you know.
Dude, I don't know. I think it was just the cadence that he was using when he was talking, man, it just put me right to sleep. It happens. Hell yeah.
Trying to read some of this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I was over here scanning some of these comments.
He had to apply for monetization January 17th or before, according to the day he became, let's see, monetized. Yet it kept saying he'd never. Oh yeah, he kept saying he'd never do it, and he'd already applied for it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's another thing. You know, like why not? Why can't he just be honest about anything? You know, like he kept preaching. This channel will never be monetized. Never be monetized. The whole time, well, not the whole time, but like she's pointing out here, after January 17th, he was saying that and he'd already applied for it. So what's the deal?
Mm-hmm.
Are you lying to your flock? Great Colonel?
I mean, you got to think, though, man. In the same video, he'll sit there and talk about how you don't make fun of people, blah, 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 and then turn around and make fun of some people. And his flock applauds him. They make no sense. It's whatever. Ernie can do whatever, and those people are all about it. They're like, oh, my nut cheese for me, please. You know, like, what the hell, man?
Jamie's channel is Glenda. Jamie's channel is Predators of Predator Hunter Nation. I think we've got a banner with his channel name on it.
Yeah, I've got one with our emails and then all of the channels.
Cool.
Yeah, I just put it up. Sorry, guys, I'm sort of slacking tonight. I'm reading your comments more than I'm doing anything else.
And there are a couple of people who have been working behind the scenes, and I'm not just talking one. I'm talking multiple who have had their jobs attacked.
Yep.
And Predator Hunter Nation, Ernie Shell, have gone after their jobs, like their real life, put food on the table, pay the bills, jobs.
Yep.
You know,
Over lies and slander.
Yeah, and they're it's a YouTube channel. You know, if you got that much vested into it and you think that by somebody saying something bad about you on YouTube is going to harm you that bad, then maybe you should do more things that are honorable. Because if it affects you for somebody to say something on YouTube that badly, then you need a reality check. Like I said, Big Nose Monster could have said all she wanted to about me. Every day a week, twice on Sunday, she could have said whatever she wanted to. Who cares? It's on YouTube. You know, it's fun. It's entertaining. You say what you want to. If people believe you, then I've not done a very good job of handling my personal business anyway. Mm-hmm. If people believe that I'm a predator because they hear people on another channel who look the way they do and refuse to bathe the way they do, have hygiene issues the way they do, and have all that negative
vibage.
Yeah, and you just Google their name and you see if people like that can say something about me on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, anywhere, and it affects my livelihood, then I've not been a very good person anyway. I've not done enough to create a good reputation anyway. Now, it's different when you start contacting somebody's employer and you say, this guy's a predator.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't be around children, and you're allowing him around children. And I'm going to sue the school board if you allow him to work around children. Now that is a different story. That is criminal. That elicits a different kind of response. What's the old saying? You fight fire with what?
Fire.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Ernie says water, but whatever.
Now you cannot go back and you threw me up when you said Ernie and water in the same.
Sorry.
When you said Ernie and water.
No, it never happens, does it?
Oh my gosh. Ernie and water. Actually, Ernie and water is not so bad, but if you said Ernie and soap, that would have just destroyed me.
You'd have fell out of your chair.
I'd have been right on the floor, sleeping like you did after Doug's video.
Hey.
Oh.
I can snore with the best of them. It's okay. It's all right.
But, I really can't, affect Ernie's job because, well, he don't have one.
He's claimed that we have, but we haven't because he's never had one to affect.
Right.
He tried to say that we cost him a food delivery job. Well, didn't see any sign of that except for one little picture that you took in a mall in Buffalo, New York, I believe, with your face next to John F. Kennedy's. You know what I'm talking about, Ern, little liar.
Whose car was he driving, delivering that food up there?
I believe that was Miss Tammy Majors.
Wasn't his, was it?
Nope, using her gas.
Using her gas, her car, putting mileage on her car.
And she don't have the money to be doing that shit. That's the messed up part about it.
Do you know when he left, when she kicked him out, if he left her any gas money or said, here's for all the help you did and all the food I've eaten while I was here and gas money I used up in your car and, here's a little something for the mileage and wear and tear I put on it while delivering food? Do you know if he did that?
I don't think so.
I doubt it. Now, she did kick his ass out, so he was probably a little bit bitter. Dude was there for what, 4 days? 3 or 4 days?
Something like that, yeah.
Never once went towards the tub or shower. Never offered to take a bath. Never offered to take a shower. Stanky.
Yep.
It's like old Dank Williams. Stank dank. Dank stank. So, are you messaging me, dude?
Yep.
You distracted me. I was talking about stank to dank. Dank to dank. Or if he's kin to Hank. All right, you're going to have to talk. I'm reading you. I'm reading you here.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you talking about old Dank today, man. Or yesterday, sorry.
Oh. Well, that's funny.
Hey, Jimbo.
But it happens all the time, though, right?
Jimbo.
Yeah.
Look at the screen.
Kemper, can you please address Stacy in chat? She is terrified Ern's coming after her. I can tell you that physically, Ernie won't come after nobody. For one, he might be afraid there might be a man somewhere in the vicinity. If there's a man, he won't show up. If he thinks there might be a brother, uncle, boyfriend, friend, anywhere near, he won't show up. But now, is he dangerous? Does he make threats? Absolutely. Absolutely. So don't let your guard down. If he's making threats towards you,
Report
there's
them.
there's the cyberbully information to report. Please do that first, and you contact your local law enforcement. Let's see here. Yesterday, fake police call. Let me read this. Female detective wanted to meet. I knew it was fake. Told her to F off. Heard nothing back. Today, they doxed my partial arrest record and live chat. That female sounds very much like something that Tina Simmerly would pull off. You know, Detective Tina Simmerly of the Super Soldier program, MK Ultra. But yes,
They do remember, Stacy, they like to pretend that Ernie's a federal agent when they have DCS workers there. So they do fake it up. But just block the number. Like, they're not going to come after you. They're going to threaten you with a lot of stuff. I doubt you're in the region. Are you? Are you in Newport?
You don't have to say if you're in Newport.
We're in that area, sorry, in East Tennessee. Anyway, I wouldn't sweat it too much. Just make sure you don't let your info out and you don't talk to people you don't know. If somebody shows up, ask for ID. That's why they're supposed to carry it. Yep.
Yeah,
just like Jamie said, call the police.
Yeah.
If it's that bad, call them.
Keep that badge. Get that badge number. Absolutely call the police. And if you feel, actually not if you feel, but call the police and let them know that you have received a call from someone claiming to be a police officer, and that you feel like they're coming to your home, and have them come and check, do a wellness check around, make sure there's nobody around your house. I mean, you can do that like, what is it, 15, 16 times in a night before they give you a citation. That's what Ernie did. He kept calling 911 while he's at Phil Amick's house, telling the cops somebody was here, and I'm quoting, to get me. They're here to get me. Because the cop in the video says, there ain't nobody here to get you. Quit calling 911 saying they're here to get you. And then Ernie goes, well, somebody was here too, sir.
No, there wasn't. No, they
wouldn't. We checked. He said, we checked. We looked in the house and around outside. And then he said, I'm not saying you can't call, because you can. But next time you call, I'm going to have an ambulance take you to the hospital, check you for mental evaluation. Mm-hmm. So you definitely, those people are, if you want to message either one of us, go into more detail on trying to figure out, what information they doxed and could it have been them? Awesome. Cameras are a beautiful thing.
Yep.
And it's great that you have said that publicly. So now these stalkers know there's cameras. And if anybody comes near your place, then they will be on camera. So that's a great thing. That's a great thing. But yeah, if you want to reach out to us, we'd be happy to talk to you. And if we can't help, like physically help you, we can dang sure put you in contact with the right people. And by right people, we're not talking about no vigilante, renegade. We're talking about legitimate law enforcement people who are paid and have sworn to protect people.
Yep.
Katie Bug wants to know if you have seen Ernie's live from the border, Kemper.
I have not.
Do you guys think he's at the border for real? Like, I haven't seen any of it. I know Ernie, even when he text messaged me yesterday, trying to act like we was friends, told me he was at the border and said, not bad for somebody who don't have a real job, eh?
Yeah, so, he's down there LARPing.
Yeah. Is there something going on down there that he could get a photo op out of? Does anybody know?
Well, David, I mean, I don't know exactly if there's something at this moment that's bigger than just the fact that the border and the connection to human trafficking is a huge thing. It's probably one of the biggest things. They claim that the border is where most of um, your I guess attacks would come from. So, I mean, it would be the same as going to Comet Comet Ping Pong or to the Epstein Mansion or something like that. It's that same equivalent. But no, what was he doing at the border, guys? Just videoing and saying he was at the border? Was there a sign for the border, or you could see the
That's
border?
a typical Ernie move right there. I want you to know I'm here at the border, so I'm going to make a video and show you.
Yep.
Just like when he was at Don Jr.'s down there at Mar-a-Lago.
Well, in Kenosha.
Now, but if he was really at Don Jr.'s, you better damn well believe there would have been a video with him and Don Jr. Like, he makes those videos to validate his claims of being who he is, where he is, and why he is, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, poop. Hit the wrong button.
Poon, that's very likely, man. I mean, he does like to use things that have the same scenery as a place he's claiming to be. He's done it. Hell, he did. He claimed to be in Michigan and was. You could see his breath. He's like, "See how cold it is." Da da da. 2 hours later, he's in Georgia being pulled over. So,
But we already determined he flew the Batmobile, right?
right. That Nimbus butt plug of his.
What?
Nimbus 2022.
The hell you say?
That was a 2 hour. That was a 2 hour trip, man. That's booking it.
The hell you say?
That's booking it. Oh, is that what's okay? That was today. Spooky said he actually showed an out of season clip as his footage and claimed there were bodies in the Rio Grande and demons crossing over the border. Yep, that sounds like some QAnon shit. That's what I was saying. Epstein, Comet Ping Pong, or Pizzagate, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, same thing. That would be his connection. Yeah. But I mean, some people are drawn to that QAnon shit, dude. And I mean, I like conspiracies. But like I've stated before, I like the ones that they're just right there in front of you, and most people overlook them because they look for the outrageous. It don't take much to find the conspiracies in the world, folks. Going out on a limb, making up superheroes and stuff. No, that's not gonna do it. So yeah, he loves the stage though. It's a beautiful thing.
What clip are you talking about? Explaining, Poon. Clip with Ernie at the border. Trailer Park Scientology.
Yeah, I seen that meme today or whatever. Man, that was great.
That's going on the new T-shirts.
Hell yeah!
On the sleeve where it says, on the no excuses, just results. On the sleeve is going to say Trailer Park Scientology. All right, let's see.
That's a good idea, Titanium.
I'll give you
I mean, he does
couple
look
minutes here,
Hispanic,
Poon.
so I mean that they might get him. Who knows?
That link's for Poon. Give you a couple minutes. Poon, now you're a Texas dweller, right? You're from and live in Texas now?
Yeah, he's in Texas. I think he's close to San Antonio. At least I think I remember him saying his dad was a cop there or something like that.
I hear there's like some frost on the ground or something out there in Texas, and
Oh, it happens from time to time.
well, but it ain't in Ernie's video though, right?
No, not from what I'm hearing.
Yeah. So,
but that's probably the only one he can get, man. So
please help me, Facebook. Now that's a killer name right there. Please help me, Facebook. They going to shoot me.
See, we just need to make some jerseys up, man.
Yeah.
Help me, Facebook.
All right, now I'm gonna pull an Ernie here. Show me some movement back there. Show me some movement now. Now, show me. Oh, is that? Don't be porn bombing us now, Benny. I mean, Poon. Come on now.
Y'all didn't like my ass showing you my ass. Y'all didn't like that.
I was just having a little fun with you, Poon.
I got told that there was someone dreaming about it the other day. It was just Harry.
Dreaming about it was just Harry?
Yeah, not they dreaming about my ass. That it was just Harry in their dream. That's what I was told. I mean, I don't know. I don't make it a habit to go to a full body mirror and then bend over with no clothes on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyways, I was asked to go look at the clip by Spooky in the chat, and I did, and I had to watch it 3 times. Now, this clip is from the Rio Grande. I can promise you that this is the Rio Grande River. There's no doubt in my mind. It's been there many times. I've floated it many times. And been there many years, but it's just too dangerous at the border for white guys right now, and that's the truth. But thing is, you can see the Border Patrol. You can see them roll by. You see people in the water. Now this river is pretty much no deeper than knee deep all the way through at the border. Yep. So, I mean, chances of people drowning in it are just safe unless you get drunked up and fall in it, something like that. It's knee deep. Doesn't really get any deeper than that.
Well, that's like a major crossing point for a lot of them, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does pretty much go the whole border too, man. But thing is as the clip goes and the camera scans, you can see like a gravel boat launch and a walkway down to the river. There are cars everywhere. They're everywhere. Now, this is a cold water river. The Rio Grande, the Guadalupe, the San Marcos River are all cold water rivers. In fact, if you ever been to like a Schlitterbahn or Six Flags, owned by the same people, the Schlitterbahn in San Antonio comes off the Rio or the New Braunfels, I do believe, or the Guadalupe. The water's always cold. It's never warm. I don't even care if it's even summertime. The water is always cold underneath for some reason. So imagine being in that water that's cold during the winter. Here's the thing. There's people walking through the river. There's people floating the river. No shirts on, shorts on. Kids, no shirt on, shorts on. Now, what kind of parent will let their kid go to the river in the middle of winter with no shirt or just shorts on? Come on. The flowers are blooming. There's blooming flowers everywhere. Now, I will say this. It wasn't the summertime. It was the springtime. You can tell by the wind. The wind is pretty damn high, blowing pretty hard. In Texas, during the spring, we do have some pretty good winds that will come through here. But during the summer, stagnant. No wind. There's just no wind here during the summer. But it's definitely the springtime. It is definitely not filmed today. There's no way. It's not even him at the end of the clip talking. It's somebody else. It's how he expected people to believe that this clip was taken today is beyond me. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Well, Poon, that's the thing, dude. The problem is most of his followers won't even take the time to even look that far into it.
Well, like I said, I watched the clip 3 times, and one of those times I paid attention to the chat, and they're sitting there, oh, it's too cold to be at the water. What are they doing down there? It's so cold. What the fuck do you think? It's just common sense.
Yep.
Why are you asking that? And why aren't you asking the real question of why does this not seem like it's wintertime? Did you not Google our weather before you supposedly came to Texas yesterday? It's freezing here right now. It's cold as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just had a cold front come through. It's 30-something degrees outside right now.
Damn, that's a heat wave for me.
I don't know how you guys do it, man. Way too cold for me. I
it's the
prefer
same thing with heat, man.
I mean,
I grew up in the deep South where it's hotter than balls, man. And I mean, you just condition after a while, man. I mean, you never like it. Don't get me wrong, but you get used to it.
My old lady, I've been telling her about all the stuff she's been watching and stuff. She just sent me a screenshot from a comment on that video that says, "Did you have permission from the Berkeley Veritronics to use their copyrighted and watermarked images of your supposed band?"
That's awesome.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah! But like we said, that's what he do, man. He likes to pretend and fake it out. He thinks he's gonna fake it till he makes it, but he ain't going nowhere.
Well, I mean, he's not a rapper.
Well, he's going to make his donations for a little bit longer, but his channel's about to get shut down. I guarantee that, and it's going to get shut down. Probably not by YouTube before other things occur. So,
well, I mean,
yep.
you can organize a mass reporting and just report him on something false. Now, this is sad but true. You get enough people to do it, they take the channel down unless you have the right type of I want to say this the right way, legalized paperwork to counter the report or the strike. You're going to lose your channel. So you got to know what you're doing when it comes to this stuff. And it's like, I was trying to explain to y'all, like things that how they work here. Some of it can be very complicated, but at the same time, if you know the right people, things can be pretty simple. Like for my channel, I have a lot of good friends on here that have been in the striking game a long time. They actually have a drafted paste and copy Counter-Strike. Just if I get struck, all I do is paste and copy this Counter-Strike right there, and all I got to do is put my name on it. Boom, I'm done. And they said it's been 100% worthy of getting the Counter-Strike done and taking the strike off your channel. So
no matter what.
Did I see you say that you have been demonetized?
Yes, I was demonetized.
Why did they do that, if you don't mind me asking?
The email I got from YouTube said that they reviewed my channel and saw that I was using too many other people's content. Now, I wasn't illegally using their content. That was all legal use. I mean, I couldn't be struck over using the content, but under the partner share program, that is a big no-no. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I'm not exactly new to this, but I'm kind of new to it. So, I didn't read through all the paperwork and all the literature. Who does that? But under the partner share program, you can't be using other people's content constantly, and that's what I got demonetized for.
I gotcha.
Now I can reapply for my monetization at any time. Here's the thing, man. YouTube takes 30% of the super chats. Period. Nothing you can do about it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's extortion and larceny. But what are you gonna do?
Right.
30% is quite a big chunk. So
about like Uncle Sam takes out of us.
Well, true. But if you got kids like me, man, get it all right back and then some.
Yeah.
But
I'm a single dude, no kids, so I suffer.
Thing is, so the way the partner share stuff works for the ads, unless you're getting tens of thousands of views, forget about making money on them. Forget it. It's not going to happen. You might make 25 cents, maybe $1.25 per video at best, unless you're getting tens of thousands of views.
I got you.
And that's the way that works. Is it works off of views or how much you make off from YouTube paying you for the ads on your videos. So the more views you get, the different types of ads you get. So your big time channel, you get those ads that you can't click out of, you can't skip through.
Yeah.
And that pays more for your channel. But, like I said, you're going to need tens of thousands of views to make money that way. So, I mean, it's not a big deal to me. I never really got in this.
I seen you talk about it, like talking about him using other people's, like it'll get him struck. And yeah, he constantly does. He constantly uses other people's content.
Yeah. And that's all it takes. YouTube will eventually pick it up on. It's an algorithm they got that goes through your videos, and it's not anybody like personally reviewed it. It doesn't work that way. You don't have time to review channels like that. But once they pick up that he's been using other people's content, they'll just demonetize them. But it's not that big of a blow because it goes right back to just dropping PayPal and Cash App, so it's not that big of a deal. Matter of fact, he'll make more money being demonetized than he would being monetized.
Right. I can see that.
The only nice thing about monetization and being able to super chat is there is no information needed to super chat. So in Cash App and PayPal, when you Cash App or PayPal someone, if you have your real name up there and stuff on your Cash App and PayPal, they're going to see that. But a super chat, nothing. There's no way to see anything. It's just your YouTube username and however you have it hooked on YouTube to pay for things on YouTube, meaning, whatever credit card you have linked.
I got you. Oh, yeah.
That's the only nice thing about Super Chat. But hey, then again, this guy makes you send him a driver's license just to be a mod.
Right. And people do it. It's even more scary.
Dude, there's just don't. I doxed my name myself on here a long time ago, and I do it repeatedly just to prove to some people it's not as bad as it can. Well, that's a bold statement, man. It can be pretty bad for some people, but no one's ever done a fucking thing to me, ever. And I don't expect it.
I'm the same
Yeah,
way.
my name's Jimbo Collins, so I don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah, I never
I've
did
got
either.
past, I own it. I did what I did. I mean, I don't have any felonies. I have possession marijuana possession charges.
Got that too, buddy.
So that and that's the extent of my criminal record is 3 of those, and I've got probation time served, and that's it. I mean,
Judith
story does not revolve around the legal system. Mine is more of a personal thing where I did a lot of dumb shit, and I used dope for a long time. So, I mean, I just never got caught with it. You know what I mean?
Me too, man.
I've
been there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. I mean, I get what you're saying, man. And me, I prefer to take the thunder away from them, man.
Exactly what I did. Just take their thunder away. That no one ever could have that kind of thunder. But it can be scary for some, man, because when people are calling CPS, and this guy calls CPS. I mean, I just watched a video where this stupid lady was proud that they got you fired as the coach of this school district. That's fucking insane. Why would you be proud you got someone fired from their job?
Because you're a radical.
Oh, dude, my son walks in the room, and I'm like, Hunter, you see this lady right here? She's the one who's wanting to get me fired down here coaching, and he's like serious as a heart attack and real humble. He goes, why? And then she just goes off a cussing. You MFer, you SOB, you dirty SOB, you brought your children into this. No, bitch. You brought my children into it when you called down there and tried to have me fired.
Yeah.
You didn't just bring my children into it. You brought all my players into it too. Like,
yeah, they don't understand that you're there just helping. Like you volunteer your time to help these kids, and it's more than just basketball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's life, man. It is.
Well, it's mentoring. It's a male role model in some of these kids' lives that probably don't have that. And you want to take that away from the kids? All you did was hurt kids. You didn't hurt Jimbo. You hurt the kids. I mean, can you be proud of hurting children?
They're supposed to be protecting them, supposedly.
Isn't that the name of that channel? Protect our children or something like that?
Rescue our children.
Rescue our children?
Yeah. Rescue our children, yeah.
Yet all you do so far is hurt children. You called CPS to other people's homes. You for no reason other than your own enjoyment, your own satisfaction. How's that helping anybody? All you're doing is hurting kids.
Yep.
That's very strange to me. Sounds like it's not even a double standard. That's
Well, it is a double standard because they don't take care of theirs. Ernie don't have anything to do in his son's life. He doesn't pay any child support.
That's none of my business, man.
Well, but what I'm saying is they're out here parading to be saving children, and they don't even take care of their own.
I understand what you're saying. It's just that's none of my business. I don't want to know. I didn't know he had children, but what he does with his kids is none of my business. Just like what I do with my kids is nobody's business here either. But it's neither here nor there. I mean, when you start going IRL on people here, you've taken things to a whole new level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's despicable. It's absolutely disgusting to me that this lady was happy and seemed very ecstatic that you lost your job as a coach. Think about that for a minute. Very happy and ecstatic.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was floating, living on cloud nine. With she flew up there with her nostrils.
Proud peacock, man. She did not care.
They didn't have a basis for doing it other than pure hate and evil. It's the whole thing. I mean, think about it for a second. What is the point of what you accomplished by making Jimbo lose his coaching job other than hate and evilness?
Mm-hmm.
What was your other reason? If you can show me a legit reason, I may say I'm sorry and apologize. But please show me a legit reason.
Right.
And instead of that being in that video right there that everyone just saw, instead of there being a legit reason, all you saw was hate and evilness. Oh, to the chat member, Miss Stacy, just you know what you should do? Change your YouTube name right now, or create a different account. Use a different name. Come in as somebody else, and just completely get rid of that other account and don't go back to it. And that will probably stop everything for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hurt his feelings, Jason.
I was about to respond to that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's the thing with Ernie. He always has a standard that he holds people to, but yet he doesn't even come close to the same ones he sets for other people.
Oh, his status quo is just is don't I don't want to say don't do what I say, but or not do what I do, but do what I say.
Yeah.
Do as I
Do
say.
as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Not what I do. Yeah.
This guy is an e-thought, man.
Yep.
Jesus, I don't even know what to say.
Well,
I don't know.
Just look out, man. He's in Texas. That's all I can tell you.
He's not.
Yeah, Danny L gave her some good advice there too. On that account, go ahead and block him and all the mods and his big supporters that are in multiple chats. Like just make it to where they can't see you.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious. You can go in there and sit in his chat for 5 minutes and see all the ones that are, the lead worshipers.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty.
The
pretty
Hallelujah choir.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that these people, I don't really label them anything because I don't know them. I'm sure a lot of the people over there are probably decent people. They just have got a lot of shade over them right now. They just don't know better, I guess.
Well, I said that before. Yeah, man. Like they might be in a weak spot in their life, and he said something that rings to him. You know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of
Jim Johnson, man. Jim Johnson. But I don't want to just talk bad about other people, just in chats and stuff. But it's not that hard to figure out if you just sit back and look at it, from an outside perspective, or ask somebody else to look at it and say, look, does this look legit to you? Why would he say he's in Texas filming at the Rio Grande when these people are in the water with no shirt on, nothing but shorts on, none but swim trunks on, and they're everywhere? You can hear people partying up on the shore. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, all you did was you just busted yourself out, and you don't even know you did it by not. You didn't think. He didn't think. See, if I was going to do this, and I'm not an idiot, I'm not a dumbass. If I was going to do something like this, I'd at least research the area, find out the weather, find out what's going on, and then get something that's relevant.
Yep.
Not something that proves what I'm saying is wrong. God damn, this guy's a fucking moron. Yep. Excuse my language. I can't help it.
We say this a lot and we facepalm a lot. Like, really? Because it never ends either, man. He's too dumb to stop. He will not quit. He just keeps bringing it.
Why would he? This is a cash cow for him. Y'all not seeing that? Why would he quit?
Oh, this is the most successful business he's ever had.
Yep.
I said this the other day. Where's his content if it isn't this?
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't have somebody to fight with, if it ain't y'all, if it ain't that dude Doug, if it ain't that dude Benny, if it ain't that dude Jamie, What content is he showing other than stupid bullshit of trying to show how he trains older people or the signs of predators? It makes no sense. Have you ever heard his training?
Yep.
Like lectures?
The signs and symbols.
Hey, Poon, I heard you call him out on something the other day, and could you explain it to the people in here the way you explained it to the great and powerful bounty hunter? That you basically asked him a question. And the question was, why would the U.S. Marshals or FBI contract Ernie Shell to train them instead of going to Quantico and having actual federal agents train them?
Right.
Okay. I asked this for a specific reason. Yeah, I asked for a specific reason, because I had it in my mind that he wouldn't even know what Quantico, Virginia was.
Right.
Now, Quantico, Virginia is a town.
Yep.
But it's the headquarters for the FBI, as well as the FBI Academy. Is the only one in this country. There's not another one. My father is a graduate of the FBI Academy. It doesn't mean he's an FBI agent. He was sent there by his department to get FBI training in certain areas.
Right.
He has an FBI plaque, all that stuff. The point is that the FBI in this country on child abductions, local law enforcement is mandated to turn over all child abductions to the FBI. Same as bank robbers. Local law enforcement only assists in child abductions in this country. Why? Because we have the best goddamn investigators in the fucking world that are trained by the best trainers in the world at Quantico, Virginia. Why in the fuck would our government outsource to an independent for training for something we already employ people for?
Right.
I can answer. Because have you seen his resume? He is a bioengineered super soldier werewolf. How many of those you got floating around up there in Quantico?
Do you know how many Antifa attacks he has survived?
Yeah.
Antifa, kiss my ass, Jesus.
I swear to God, dude, this is the shit he puts out. I swear, he even had his sister believe in it, and somebody's like, dude, it wasn't in the news. Oh, it was in New York. It wasn't
Every
national
time he
news
wrecks
either.
his car, he was vandalized by Antifa.
I thought this up the other day because I heard him talking about this story. He was saying that he asked this lady for a ride, and she gave him a ride to wherever. And as soon as he got out of her car, she went up on the freeway or something and instantly was slammed into. And he said, "What am I being followed? Am I being stalked?" That looked like it was done on purpose, deliberately, painting this out to be somebody wrecked this lady just because they thought he was in her car. How does he investigate all these things when he has no vehicle?
Hey, Poon, did you see? I want to say it was in the 1st of January is when him and Chris Severe were going around and passing these human trafficking bills, supposedly. He was outside, I think it was the Missouri State House. He was standing outside got out of his car, is starting to walk around and hit some black ice and bust his ass.
Yeah.
Well, he turns around and claims that not only wasn't an attack on him, but we were the ones that planned said attack.
Shot him with rubber bullets.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Swear to you, man.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry, chat. I've got no filter. My father was a career cop, and like I said, chief of police. When you hear him talk, you understand why.
Right.
I think it's just part of that life. Maybe being from South Texas, I don't know, but I try my best. But why or how does this guy get around all day? He's got a bum rides. He doesn't own a vehicle. How does he do this work as a bounty hunter when he can't drive anywhere?
Probably that Nimbus 2022 I was talking about.
I mean, you watch Dog the Bounty Hunter on TV. What they load up in about 4 or 5 Escalades?
Yeah.
Yeah.
got a whole plethora of people ready to go bust one dude. This guy is by himself and has to bum rides to. What does he have to do? Bust his ass back to the jailhouse with the dude, carrying him, or what?
Well, you got to remember, man, he can get a lot of driving time in with the hours that he keeps. You know,
How does he drive with no car in the first place?
that math, buddy. That math will get you going.
Reminds me of another guy on YouTube that says he's a millionaire, yet he took a bus to Green Bay from Texas and said he took the bus because that's what millionaires do, and that's how they save money.
Boone, are you familiar with the Brian Laundrie case?
Yes, I am. I'm very familiar with the fact that Ernie said that he could find Brian Laundrie if he got the resources, as well as Betty Washington saying that she had a premonition of Gabby coming to her in her sleep, telling her where she was murdered and buried at, which turned out to be totally fake and false, by the way.
Well, of course it was. But listen, Ernie also, while Brian Laundrie was laying under 3 to 6 feet of water with a gunshot wound to his head, dead as a doorknob, Ernie sent him a personal message. Did you know that?
To a dead guy.
He looks into the camera and he talks directly to Brian Laundrie. You want to hear it?
Yeah, I do. I really do. And I have to bounce pretty quick, guys, but I do want to hear this.
Yeah, it's hilarious, dude. Like, there's a lot of comedy in what he does. I mean, it's not funny what he's doing to people, but these stories.
Here you go. Let me mute first so I don't echo on everybody.
I'm telling you right now. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Give yourself up. The more I think about that, the more articles I watch, the more that we talk to the media and the news in New York and all these other news media places that's featuring us now, the more I start thinking, I'm like, God, I can't wait to get a hold of you. I searched 5 days in a row up on the hills. The whole team searched 3 or 4 days and really put some accurate positioning together.
This is for commentary and educational purposes.
This guy is a LOL Cal from hell, man.
Yep. You heard what he said? I can't wait to get my hands on you.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean,
about your people bringing you stuff in. I can almost name every single vehicle that does.
He can almost name every single vehicle that does. Almost every single vehicle.
That's great.
Know your drop-off points.
Better than me. I couldn't even name you two.
He can name your drop-off points too. Listen.
We're going to get you. We're going to get you.
We're going to get you, sucker. You dirty. Never mind. That's wrong one.
I like to say that he's making this video as an intimidating video. And in this country, I thought under our constitutional rights, we were presumed innocent until guilty, correct?
Yeah, but he's talking to a dead guy. He can't say
I know. I get it. I mean, it's just the whole irony of all of it put together. The fact that he's talking to this man that's already dead, like he's guilty of something without even knowing. It's just the whole fucking irony of the whole situation.
Listen, he's getting ready to tell you in his own words why that they didn't go to Quantico. They came to Ernie Shell. Just listen.
Fooled these FBI, you made a fool of these federal agents, you made a fool of whoever the hell these other hunters out there. You didn't fool us.
They didn't fool Ernie Shell.
Not at all.
So there you go. There's your answer, Poon. That's why the FBI and the federal marshals, U.S. Marshals, contacted Ernie, because he wasn't fooled.
Yep.
He's not foolish. He's smarter than that.
Not today, Satan, huh?
All you got to do
Oh,
to avoid Ernie catching you is
I mean, this
hide
dude
in
is
the
like
6 foot of water in Florida.
this guy's like Chuck Norris, Clint Eastwood, and John Wayne all put together at the same time.
No, yeah. Oh, he'd walk up to Chuck Norris and karate kick him, and then drop kick him, and then turn around and moon him.
I mean, that sounds to me like the boogeyman checks underneath his bed every night for old Ern here.
He does. You know it. You know it.
Jesus. All right, guys. I'm glad I got to get up here for a whole minute, but I got to bounce, fellas. All right. Y'all have a good night.
Man. Thank you
you.
for coming in. See you
Yes,
later.
sir.
Throw a hand up for old Poon. Thank you for coming in, giving us his opinion and on the reason why that he believes Ernie's lying today.
Yep.
Ernie lies every day, but Poon caught him today. So give him a hand. Thank you, Poon, for coming on.
Yeah, man. For real.
Let's see.
Yep. Tomorrow's a new lie, guys. I wonder what it'll be.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
He'll probably have one of those demons that was crossing the Rio Grande jarred up in a mason jar with some holes poked in the top so it can still breathe.
Is that where the spider demons are, or they're outside the cafe? Ain't
The
they?
spider demons, I think, are regional, just to the mountains there.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, hell.
So, but I could be
hell.
wrong. Could be wrong.
Yeah, Mama G said, I bet he was there when Forrest Gump beat the Chinese in table tennis. You know what? That movie, Forrest Gump, that might be code word for Ernie Shell. Like all those things that Forrest did, maybe that was really Ernie.
Yeah.
Just maybe. And you guys can't see me because I don't have my camera on when we go on late at night, but because I'm in my pajamas, but I'm holding up my crooked finger. Just maybe that was actually about Ernie. Is there a crooked finger emoji?
I don't think so.
Well, throw Ernie a one finger emoji anyway. A one finger wave. Hello, Ernie. Is Turtle Man Ernie's hero? Donna, I don't think so. I think it'd probably be the other way around.
Yep.
I mean,
more than likely.
That sounds more like a. I'm sure that Ernie's hat. He had it well before Turtle Man and well before Crocodile Dundee. He is the original. He is the OG original gangster.
The OE. The original Ernie.
Original Ernster.
Love it. Yeah. Ern's done it all. I'm sure he had a hand in writing the Constitution, too. Him and those bill passing days of his.
Yeah. He's out of there now. He's out of there. He's not working passing bills anymore.
Yep. And thanks to a lot of people that wanted to take a little time to see if he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because that in itself has a lot to do with where we're at right now.
You guys, Ernie's got a pattern, but there's also another pattern developing here. And it is that, yes, Ernie has come on the YouTube scene and has a pretty good following in a short amount of time. But there's also a pattern of YouTube content creators and web sleuths actually finding out the real stuff on Ernie, like as my good friend Jamie likes to say, debunking Ernie Shell's claims.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets debunked every day. If it ain't The Stand, it might be Predators of Predator Hunter Nation. If it ain't those, it might be No Thanks Investigates. It's not him. Might be Blood Money Benny Keys.
Money.
And there's more. Now we got Poon Poon on the job. Poon's
Chop
been
it up.
dunking on Ernie for what, about a week now?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, it's just everywhere he turns in the world of the YouTube, he's looking like a fool.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of hits, dude.
Now,
Beautiful.
you believe in that old adage that there is no bad publicity, only publicity, then that could ring true as far as showing his following. Like, I know many of his chat and his subscribers are there to watch him fail, to watch him get embarrassed.
The
daily.
shit show.
When he goes live, people go in there to watch somebody kick his ass.
Yep.
Was it yesterday or the day before when a minor, a child?
I think it was the day before yesterday, yeah.
I mean,
He
boy,
owned-
just
he
came in
owned
there
Ernie.
and just owned Ernie, right?
Yeah.
Just owned him right off the bat.
Like a little crusty bitch, man.
Yeah. I mean, you could hear it in his voice like he's an intelligent kid,
Yep.
but he's a kid.
He still slapped it up on Ernie.
Oh, my goodness. He just, it wasn't even a fair fight, man.
No. You
Wasn't even
notice
fair.
Ernie didn't say too much.
He called him a pussy,
Oh,
You
he
know?
called him a lot more than that.
but, what kind of adult goes there on a kid? Like,
Yep.
he don't call me no pussy.
But it's because he is one.
But, there's a lot of things he could have said without
Saying that to that
Physical.
kid.
threats or physical, words, name calling against the kid. You know what he could have done? And what I probably would have done, like, especially if I knew for a fact that was legitimately an underage kid. You know what I would have done? I'd have kicked him out. Because you can't win that fight, Ernie. Let's say you do win that fight. You still lose.
Yep.
You should have just moved on. You know how when somebody's dunking on you and you kick them out and say, "Oh, they must have left." That's what you should have done. You should have kicked him out and say, "Oh, he must have left." Cut him off and say, "He's gone. I don't know what happened to him."
Yep.
Man, you just got whipped by a very young man. Now, the boy probably is old enough to have his driver's license and probably has more of a legal right to drive than you do, but that still don't make him more of an adult as far as age.
Yeah.
You should have been the adult. You should have said, "See you, little buddy." That's how I do you when I treat you. Here, little buddy. That's the way you should have treated that kid. So, yeah, I reckon the kid's got a bit of a YouTube powerful family. So he might be staring down the proverbial, not real, but the proverbial barrel of a YouTube weapon. And I don't think you're gonna like that one, big boy.
Nope.
Big boy.
It's coming. He wanted the spotlight. It's all his.
You got it, didn't he? You got it. Got that spotlight.
It ain't just one channel. It's multiple channels.
People go in there every day and they watch and they watch and they expect. I mean, hell, I went in there last night, gave the folks a show.
Yep.
Little Lisa Williams with her nostrils so tight came up to the screen ready to fight. Oh, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Oh, man, I hope I didn't steal Ernie's content right there by saying that. But you go in there with the expectation of seeing, like Diamond Dallas Page said, a clusterfuck. And who don't like seeing that?
That is true.
So people go in and watch. Hell, probably at least 25%, maybe up to 50%, are there just to troll you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just to pick fun at you and get you upset. Some
And
of
that
them
happens
will get a
daily.
move on you. And you fall for it.
Yep.
How many times that Benny got him? 50, 60, 70? Feels like it, don't it?
Yep.
You know what? You ever heard that old saying, you fooled me once, shame on you. You fooled me twice, shame on me.
Yep.
What is it if you get fooled like 4 or 5 times?
I have no idea. But did you hear the disgust in Ernie's voice last night when he said, I hate Benny Keys? That shit was great.
There
I
may
was
be.
like, I bet you do, little guy. I bet you do.
That may be the most truthful statement Ernie Shell's ever made in his life.
Right.
When he said, I hate Benny Keys, that may have been the most truthful statement the dude ever said in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and I didn't get to see it yet, but I heard that Benny Keys went over the exchange last night between me and the 2 nostrils on the screen. And he gave a shout out to my kids for handling it so well. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate that. I appreciate you showing respect to my children and saying it that way. I appreciate that.
Yep.
You know, Ernie could have muted that crazy nostril lugging.
You asked him to multiple times.
Yeah.
And then the kid that used to give up his bed so Ernie could sleep there was the one wanting to speak, but Ernie doesn't have enough courtesy to mute the demon.
Yeah. The kid who last spring loaned Ernie his GoPro for one of his missions.
And that was his birthday present.
My little boy Hunter. On the wrestling team this year. I'm so proud of him. He plays on Daddy's basketball team on the travel team playing this weekend. He's my enforcer. He don't care about scoring. He'll go 2 or 3 games, 2 or 3 tournaments without putting the ball through the basket. He don't care. He's a team player.
Right.
He'll set a screen that'll put somebody on their ass.
Hell yeah.
He'll give them that hard foul, not dirty, but hard, and make them realize that the Warriors come to play. There ain't nothing easy in our house. That's my boy. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I see him every day, 7 days a week, every day, right here in my house with Dad. So that's the difference between me and you, big boy. That's the difference between me and you. And Poon, you know, he said, ain't none of my business, you know, and I respect your decision not to say anything about it, but I'm going to say stuff about it. Because if you're a worthless piece of trash, deadbeat dad who won't have nothing to do with your own kid, all the while proclaiming to rescue our children at all costs, I got no respect for you, buddy.
Nope.
Got no respect for you. Zero respect for you. Now you're going to say, you've been his friend for 20 years, Jimbo. Why ain't you never said nothing about that before? Well, I have. I have asked Ernie about it. Hey, Ernie, why don't you call Jeremy? And Ernie would always say, I do call him. I do message him. He won't message me back. His mom's got him turned against me. He'd always throw his mom under the bus.
Yep.
His mom won't let me see him. Well, he always told me his mom hated my guts too. She don't like you because we're friends. She can't stand you. And you know, it's pretty clever because, you know, Ernie was my friend. Believe me, I wanted to message her and say, listen, Ernie wants to see his damn kid. Why won't you let him? But Ernie pretty much told me that she would tell me off because she didn't like me. So I didn't get into an exchange with her. I didn't message her because why would I start that kind of fight, right? Why would I disrespect Ernie's son's mother? I wouldn't. So I didn't say anything to her. I didn't message her. But I did message her recently.
Yep.
And in some of those messages that I've got on our channel, she gave me permission to share and put on our channel. She tells me, and you can read between the lines if you want, but sounds like she was, Ernie was telling her the same story. He was telling me, like, Jimbo don't like you. Or Jimbo, maybe he blamed me for everything. But she told me, I'm glad you finally saw through him.
Yep.
I know who you are. I hope other people can see what you see. Thank you for telling people about who he really is. That come from your baby's mama.
Yep.
So
It wasn't the trolls, buddy. We didn't do anything.
yeah, and I asked her that. I asked her, point blank. I said, Ernie says that he doesn't get to see his family, and his family's been torn apart. He can't see his kid because of the trolls and the haters. She thought that was funny, like sarcastically laughing that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I've never kept Ernie from seeing his kid. I've always told Ernie, anytime you want, and that includes now, Ernie, right now, you can call your ex-wife. You can call your son's mom. You can text her. If you want to go see him tomorrow, she will bring him to meet you. Let you spend some time with him. Supervised, of course, because she don't trust you. But she will let you see your son. So you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
You're lying. The dog's not farting now. It's panicking. It's breathing heavy. Mommy's outside the room, and she's just going nuts over here. Come here, Anna. Come over here. Boxer with severe anxiety. So, but that's on you, Ernie. That's on you, buddy. You made those decisions. You chose not to see him, and you chose to try to make it all about somebody else instead of owning it, instead of being the man. You're Ernie Shell. Ernie's been married multiple times. That was not Jeremy's mom in any of the interviews and it's not Jeremy's mom that Shelby was with. Jeremy's mom is a decent lady that was married to Ernie and lived and worked in a school system and still does in Virginia. So she's good people.
Yep.
She worked every day, still works every day that at her school to provide for her son. His daddy does not.
Yep. He signed up for his rights.
Yeah. And instead of being able, paying child support and being a man, he didn't want the responsibility, so he signed that dotted line.
Yep.
Didn't care.
No support after that.
What are you doing here, buddy?
Well, he's never paid it, but yeah.
He has to come in here because
Been arrested for it with his non-record having ass.
you don't want to be bothered.
He's been arrested for non-payment of child support in Virginia. So
yeah. Receipts are on the way. Receipts are on the way. Oh, that's gonna make Ernie mad.
he don't like these receipts he called for now.
No, and he's always got an excuse.
What do you want?
Always got an excuse.
Oh yeah, it's usually the haters / trolls.
Yeah, haters and trolls.
Same story in the mask making days as it is today, just different names involved.
You know what? When Ernie and I were good friends, and he would tell me about all these haters trying to ruin him. You know what I tell him as his friend?
What's that?
I'm like, hey, buddy, if you wasn't doing something right, you wouldn't have all them haters.
Yep.
Like, you know, haters don't just hate on people for doing things right
Mm-hmm.
or for doing things wrong. You know, they want to be you, Ernie. And that's what I thought. I thought Ernie was, you know, he told me he was the greatest hockey mask maker in the world. He was in the Friday the 13th Hall of Fame. And I was like, Ernie, how much you charge me to make a hockey mask for one of the kids? It was Hunter, actually. The little boy that was in here last night. It was Hunter's. I said, how much you charge me for make Hunter a hockey mask? Half price for you, bro. Half price. $80.
Get off
So,
my
okay.
bed.
Okay. So I never saw him make the mask. But I don't know, week, 2 weeks later, he shows me a mask, says, here, Hunter can have this.
Those pants.
I said,
Can I give it to you tomorrow?
you don't want no money for it? No, just give it to him. So I did.
You got pants in here. Did you know that?
And then, I don't know, how long did Hunter have that mask, honey, before Ernie took it back and sold it?
Stop.
Maybe a month. She's aggravated with the dogs.
I got one digging into the bed. I got one tearing stuff up.
Mama Bear is dealing with the dogs now.
Uh-oh.
1 o'clock in the morning, dogs are making her mad.
Uh-oh.
Lisa Williams got her last night, boy.
Yeah, she was fired up last night.
She said, Jimbo, you fat ass and all your wrinkles, you're jealous of Ernie.
She is.
Buzz.
You fat ass, you're jealous. And you know, I don't really care, but goodness gracious. Yeah, he took it back. He took it and sold it. I don't know if he ever delivered it to who he sold it to,
I'm seriously
but
gonna knock you out.
he sold it.
You're gonna die a horrible death.
And the mask was no longer here anymore. Of course, Ernie denies it. Says he didn't, but he did. He did.
Yep.
My son remembers it. Y'all saw how respectful he was. He wouldn't lie about it.
Right.
He won't lie. You know, he won't hold to a lie. Like recently, today, he got in a little trouble. My boy got in a little trouble. Him and his girlfriend broke up. And he had a picture similar to the picture that True Tragedies sent to Ernie to show Ernie what a corset looked like.
Yeah.
It was similar to that, but it was not a X-rated picture, not at all. But it was a picture of of his girlfriend trying to look extra pretty. So my son took that picture and showed it to his girlfriend's mom because they broke up. And he's like, look, she sent me this picture, and he was desperate and trying to get her back. So I said, look, here, don't let her date nobody. Here's what she's going to do. And, he denied it. He said, no, I didn't do that. And then we hadn't even got home yet. So we get in the car and head home. Probably less than 10 minutes after he told me, no, I didn't do that. He called. You know what he said? I can't lie to you, Dad. I did do that.
And his mommy said she shouldn't be taking pictures like that.
Yeah, Mama Bear took up for him, said that little girl shouldn't be taking pictures like that. So anyway, it is what it is. He was honest about it. Initially, he wasn't trying to be honest, but he wasn't going to let that lie stick. He wasn't going to lie to Dad. He wasn't going to lie to Mom. He wasn't going to lie to his ex-girlfriend's mom. He came clean. You know, I mean, we're talking about a 15-year-old
He called them before
coming
he called us.
clean. Right? Coming clean. You know how much respect Ernie Shell would get at age 41 or 42, however old he is, if he would just come clean and admit to a bunch of the scams and lies he's done? I mean, just say, hey, that ain't me no more. Now, he has said that ain't me no more, but what he means is, what he's trying to say is, I don't make hockey masks no more. Not, I don't scam people no more. Like, if he was to come clean and say, I cheated people, man, I stole from people, you know what would happen? Some people are going to say, damn, I can't believe that you stole from people. We believed in you. But a great deal of people, and there's going to be some that would rub it in, probably me, I'm just going to be honest, but a great deal of people are going to have, and whether you like it or not, you're going to have a smidgen of respect for him coming clean and telling the truth. So he could learn a lesson from my 15-year-old son. Probably could teach you lesson about wrestling too. I know you're an expert martial artist, but I bet you a good old hockey mask that he could pin your shoulder to the mat or make you submit within under a minute. My 15-year-old, and he don't take dumbbells and at Walmart and punch straight out and try to act like a big bad dude.
What do you need?
My oldest son just walked in the room.
But if you want a charger,
He didn't understand. Like, he basically grew up with Ernie, like, close to him as, like a brother in the house all the time. He didn't understand why me and Ernie was fighting all the time. Why is Dad always talking about Ernie in there? But then he heard some of the stuff that Ernie was saying and some of the stuff he was letting people say. He was like, oh, God. They're not getting my hands on Ernie. So, now, he's old enough. He'd spank Ernie's ass. He's 18. So, but there's a difference, I'm proud of my boys. I'm proud of my girls. And I would back them, whatever, in anything. But they're going to make mistakes, and hopefully, just like Hunter did today, they can learn from them and admit them. Because listen, if you lie about it and cause a bunch of conflict, I mean, that could have caused a war between our family and their family. Could have caused bad things to happen. But that was avoided because the truth was told. And my boy's the one who was dishonest about it. He told the truth eventually, but we ain't on here saying, no, it wasn't him, it was somebody else. It wasn't him. So hopefully Ernie's watching. Maybe take a little lesson from this.
One could hope. One could hope.
Okay.
What?
We got mumblers over here. Mumblers.
Who's mumbling?
My boy's getting ready to start his own YouTube channel. Ain't you, James? You gonna start your own YouTube channel? He's gonna teach people how to play some video games the right way.
Oh yeah.
He's a assassin online, ain't you, James? Yeah. You can't beat me at nothing though. Could you?
I couldn't beat you.
In there doors.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't play any of that stuff.
I'm no good at video games. I'm no.
Yeah.
We will share the link when he starts his own channel. We'll share the link.
Oh yeah.
So for sure, absolutely.
What's he calling it?
He left. I don't know. It's him and his buddy. They play some game online all the time. And
They built their own.
Was it Fortnite?
is it Fortnite? The game? That's where they built their own little thing on it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yes, he is on Steam. I know that. I've seen it on his computer when I'm in there recording a trial on his computer because he's got the best computer in the house.
You got two of the best.
Boogerhead. Yeah, he's got the two best computers in the house, the best desktop and the best laptop. His laptop's an Alienware. And boy, that's a bad thing. That's a bad little computer right there, boy. I've got James. James plays video games, and Hunter is an athlete. He plays basketball. He's wrestling now. And my daughter Sarah was on the swim team for 2 years. She played basketball from 5th grade up to her freshman year. Now she's on the bowling team. And my youngest daughter just started running track. So,
yeah, a little bit of athletic genes in the family.
we got some. They get all their athletic from mama.
No, they don't.
I was gonna say, Dad was a professional wrestler. You got to have a little bit of athleticism to do that, man.
They didn't get none of that athletic stuff from me.
Yeah, when my son started wrestling, he joined the wrestling team. I was like, "That's awesome, son." I said, "Now I'm a professional."
Right? Hell yeah! Oh, cowboy,
country boy,
sorry.
Used to fire me up when people mistake me and say cowboy.
Don't make me say it again.
We're driving to Michigan tonight.
I'm gonna say it with Barry Sanders jersey on.
I did have one of the pictures I used to sell. It's in our little intro and outro.
Yeah.
I used to sell those at the wrestling event. The one where I'm leaning against a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
Holding the wrestling belt. It's got a.
I didn't know if it was the Captain Morgan stance or what.
No, it's got a. I'm wearing a Titans jersey in that one, I think. I want to say. I said Thay. 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 I want to say suffering succotash. I want to say it was a Javon Curse jersey, I think.
Okay. Yeah, he was a good one. He was good stuff.
Cousin used to wrestle her ex-husband. I can't remember his name, but first name was Lawrence. Damn. Lawrence, damn. No, I'm just kidding. I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah.
Kipper likes the Packers. You did admit that the other day. The Fudge Packers.
Kiss Mom. There we go. I'm going to be nice.
Hey, Jason Lugwood, that is awesome, brother. That's awesome. Hey, throw your hearts up for Jason and others who are recovering and staying on their path. I mean, this guy is admitting that he was a career criminal and a heroin addict, and now he's 6 years clean, I think that said. And I'm sure you work on it every day. I'm sure you take strides every day to stay away and stay clean. And much love to that, my friend. I mean, anytime you need to talk, like, I've got many friends and family who are still addicted to one thing or the other. And I grew up in a home. My dad was an alcoholic. And I don't remember a whole lot of days when he wasn't drunk.
Yep.
A lot of my memories of my dad were when he was drinking. But everybody loved him. Especially when he was sober. He liked to sing and play the guitar, and he was entertaining. Everybody, just thought the world. Like his family, all my cousins, they called him Uncle Jimmy, and I used to have some kind of spot for him because he was drinking, all the time. And I'd say Uncle Jimmy, it just kind of make me mad. But God rest his soul, he's not with us anymore. But he did a lot better in the end of his life. The last few years of his life. So it's I know it's a struggle with any kind of addiction, and my hat's off to anybody who's fighting that battle, has fought that battle.
Yep. It's hard, man. Shit, dude. I'll have 7 years on March 5th. So, and it took me, damn, I detoxed 8 times. Probably 15 years worth of it. It was hard to deal with, dude. I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. So, it is a rough road, man, but every day gets better as long as you make the right choice, you know?
Heck yeah.
As long as I didn't use today, I'm good.
There you go. Hey guys, we're starting to wind down a little bit. I know we haven't really been on as long as we normally are, but tomorrow is going to begin the weekend, and hopefully tomorrow night, but definitely within the next few nights, we were going to have some blockbuster stuff to share. I mean,
it's going to blow your minds, man.
It will. Dude, it blew my mind when I heard that we were getting it.
Yep.
Like, never
would have dreamed
imagined or dreamed
yeah.
that this would be available.
Yep.
But it is. Oh man.
Juicy.
Oh yeah. You guys don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it.
Not at all.
I'm in the community page. I posted a question. Please go in there and check that out. And you can email, you can post on the community page, message, Facebook, text, whatever, me or Matt or Matt's alter ego. Just kidding. It's only Matt. But let us know if there's any questions when we have a think tank type of live event like tonight, when we kind of just spitball and talk. Normally we got specific things that we're going to cover, but we will have think tanks and discussions, and we love that you guys are always asking questions and being a part anyway. But if you've got something, you think of something later, just send us a message or put it on that community board. Write a question that you want us to address, and we'll give you, especially if we've got a little time to look up and research and bring you more than just a yes or no with a brief explanation.
Right.
We'll try to give you a lot of information about it and bring you receipts with it and that kind of thing. But specifically, here's your question to ponder. Now, this is hypothetical, of course, because the person talking about is not available for you to ask a question to. But hypothetically speaking, if you could ask Shelby Shell, Ernie's little brother, who is serving 20 years in prison for murder, if you could ask Shelby Shell one question, what would it be? One question. No follow-up. Of course, we might throw out some follow-ups for you guys and we'll discuss them, but just one question that you want the answer to. It can be anything you want to ask. We're gonna tackle those questions. We'll give you some opinions, some expert opinions, and some other things, some facts, some documentation,
receipts.
Yeah, there's your perfect example. Oppositional effect. She says, "Who helped you, Shelby?" If you could ask him one question, "Are you the real Killer Holmes?" I saw that one. I didn't see who posted that, but yeah. So you can ask him one question. What is it? please post those questions in our community on that where I posted that question. And like I said, if you got any other questions, like with anything else, post those too. But specifically, you can ask Shelby Shell one question. What is it? What's that question? Maybe you would ask him, was it a Smith & Wesson?
Right.
Was it a Rossi?
Maybe ask him what they did on the last Brothers Day.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a yes or no question or a closed-ended question. As Ernie Shell likes to say, ask those open-ended questions, those open-ended investigative questions. So this is your chance, hypothetically, to ask if won't give him a chance. There's a good question. Would you like to have a copy of Jimbo's book? No, I'm just kidding. That was a shameless plug. That was a shameless plug. Shameless plug. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I couldn't resist. But yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna have some fun with that question, and you may be surprised with what some of the answers will be, and who like we're gonna have some expert opinions. As far when I say expert, I'm gonna say people who know the Shell family really well, people who are close to the investigation or was close to the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's lots of unanswered questions from the trial. Lots of them.
Yep.
Saying, can you check your Tales of a Lycan messages? I'll make sure that those get checked. So, Matt, would you tell Bill Barnes? Or no, that's Eaton Ball, right? If you tell Eaton Ball when you talk to him that we need to check those messages. We will check them though for sure.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I got to get you this. You got to put this up. You got to put this up, dude. This is great.
I want to know what really happened. Yeah, I do too.
You got to put this up. It's great. It's wonderful.
You know, gossip, that's a good question. Who hurt you, Shelby, in real life as a child? Because there's lots of allegations and confirmations that there was, at least in trigger warning, some kind of abuse. Oh, Parker Boggs, we might be able to get Parker Boggs on the stand.
Hey, check out email, Bo, or your messenger.
But I was answering a question now. I don't even remember what it was.
Sorry, man.
I got you.
Isn't that great? That is wonderful.
We got to share it. We got to share it, brother.
That's why I sent it to you.
Share it.
This is probably the best thing to come out of it.
Oh my goodness! If you guys want to see this photograph, throw me a 1 up in the chat. I'm going to be shameless here. Show me some love. Show us a 1 in the chat if you want to see this photograph that has made myself and Mr. Kemper openly laugh.
Belly laugh.
This is too good, man.
Yeah,
this is too easy. This is too easy. You gotta come here and look at this picture.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That's so awesome.
Oh, I see a bunch of 1s. Here it comes. Bang! What do you think? Who is that?
Hey, you guys need to make sure this picture gets shared everywhere.
Who in the world is that?
It will be reposted on the Lycan page. Shrekzilla.
Oh my goodness! Look at the nose on that thing.
Shrekzilla.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That is beautiful work. Thank you for sending that. We will be putting it on the Lycan page.
yeah. Oh,
Yep, that's good shit. Yep.
Matt, you work tomorrow?
Yes, I work all day tomorrow. We'll have to come in late if we do it tomorrow night, like probably midnight, 1 o'clock.
We will. We'll come in late, and it'll probably be a shorter version of but we will jam pack it with some information, and there's a very good possibility that we're going to have, like I said, some stuff that may just shut down the internet.
Yep.
There may be so much traffic it will do more than Ernie Shell's video game did to the Microsoft servers. I think he said it shut them down 6 times in a row, broke records.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this information that we're talking about,
Oh yeah, for sure. I
and it
agree.
will be in the form of the most prevalent, obvious, real receipt that you can get. No doubt.
Just
Don't
make
want
sure
to
you bring your popcorn, folks. That's all we can say.
So we'll plan on doing about 2 hours. Because like I said, I'm going to be on the road, coaching basketball. Somebody let Shrek know that
Yep. This Saturday.
even though it's not my school team, that I'm still coaching boys basketball. I don't know why that was such a big deal in their post, but coaching boys basketball. The Kentucky Warriors, baby, going down to represent. We're playing a team from North Carolina in our first game, and a team from Tennessee in our second game. And but we'll probably be like, you may be home before I am, Matt, because after the games,
Yeah.
we'll definitely take the fam and the team and visit Gatlinburg, and we'll go out to eat with the team. There'll be about, with parents and players and my family, probably 30 or 40 people. So if you guys are in or around the Gatlinburg area or Pigeon Forge, and you know a business that would like to have a big crowd of well-respecting, well-behaved young men and their families come in and buy enough food to feed a small army, give us a suggestion, and we'll bring them some business. Bring them some business. We're gonna be there all week, hopefully until really late on Sunday. You know why I hope it's really late on Sunday, Matt?
What's that?
You know why I hope it's really late on Sunday?
Why is that?
That's when the championship is.
So
if we make it to the
win it up, man. Hell yeah.
If we make it to the championship, we'll be playing late on Sunday. So
if we're late, you guys know old coach is trying to get another trophy.
Thank you, Lisa B. Thank you very much. Heading to work, Diane. Thank you for showing up. We're about ready to wrap up anyway, but thank you for coming in and hanging out with us till 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, for real, guys. You guys have been awesome. Like, I don't know how many we've not had. Like, I think we've been pretty consistent about bringing a live stream, but you guys have been more consistent with showing up. Thank you. Keep spreading the word. Keep helping people. Help your brother.
Heck yeah.
Your sister.
Hey, you guys hit the subscribe button, and if you haven't, and maybe bring a friend. And what do you always say, Matt? I can't never get it right.
Be a friend and tell a friend.
Be a friend, tell a friend. Hey, let me check something right quick. I wanted to check it, and it's a fickle. It's a fickle. And like I said, it doesn't matter if we've got 10 people or 10,000. We're still going to bring you the stand, and we're still going to do what we do because we're doing it for a reason. And the great numbers are phenomenal and uplifting, and we appreciate everybody. But we are now officially over 2,000 subscribers.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's great.
Yep.
I'm not really familiar with how fast channels grow or anything like that on YouTube. I know that this channel was born or began, I think, January the 13th. Is that right? January 13th. So
I'm not sure.
5 weeks ago, something like that. So we appreciate it. And then, like I said, these numbers are you. It's directly you.
That's the consistency.
Yeah. And hey, give yourself a pat on the back. Let's see some hands for the people who come, and you are who makes the stand. We appreciate it. All you guys that are heading to work, earn that paycheck. Thank you for hanging out so late. Hopefully we didn't cause you any, sleep deprivation on the job this Friday. Those of you who are going to bed, hopefully we gave you some stuff to laugh about. Like, I know for one thing, I'm going to see that Shrek picture often in my dreams.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I can just see that when they're talking to the donkey,
Hell yeah. That's
Oh,
awesome, man.
but
That's
hey, thank you all for everything. Seriously appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow night. We'll set it for midnight, and if either one of us are going to be a little bit late, it could be 12:30 or so. But like I said, hopefully we're going to bring you some amazing content tomorrow. Okay. We appreciate you guys being here. I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
We are the Stand.